Call of Duty fans finally got some hands-on experience with Modern Warfare 4. The alpha was playable at Fanatics Fest and people streamed it, and it was kind of cool to see. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit here and just BS you. I have some thoughts, but for the most part, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Now, if you say that on X, Nero Cinema might jump out of a bush and tell you that you're wrong, but I like what I'm seeing. I think Modern Warfare 4 is going to be a very fun Call of Duty to play from what I have seen of the alpha, which is just kill block played by a bunch of content creators at Fanatics Fest. I feel like that really needs to be hammered home. This was an alpha of one game mode at an event played by a bunch of content creators. This is not what the game is going to play like when it's in our hands and it's the beta. I've seen people complain saying that the game is too fast. Look how quickly people are getting from one side of the map to the other. Look how far they're sliding. It's like the smallest map in the game. It's kill block. It's 3 small slabs put together, and it's a 1v1, a 3v3, or a 10v10 face-off, so the matches go by quickly because once you kill everyone, the round is over. It's not team deathmatch or domination or hardpoint on any of the actual 6v6 maps. This was a very specific environment. This was a very specific niche environment, and that does affect what we're looking at when we're watching these streams. Okay, now that we have the groundwork laid out here, now that we have that settled and we're all on the same page, right? Okay, now that that's all settled, I like what I am seeing from Modern Warfare 4 as a whole. I really am. I think that the movement is very much toned back from what we have seen in recent years. Obviously, there is no Omni movement, which for a lot of you guys, I'm sure is a fantastic thing to see. There is no more sprinting, diving, sliding in literally every direction. If you're running forward, you can do a slide, but other than that, it's just standard Call of Duty movement. You can mantle up onto things, you can sprint, and you can slide. By the way, for those complaining about the slide, again, smallest map in the game, weird, specific niche environment. I don't know how this is going to play when we get to a 6v6 environment, but I think that this is not going to be the end of the world. I don't see sliding in Call of Duty as anything worse than when we had drop shotting in Black Ops 2 or in the old Call of Duties, where people would manipulate the hitbox by dropping to their stomach in order to win gunfights. It was a very cheesy way to win a gunfight because of course the hitbox gets all janky when you decide you're going to drop shot, and it made for a rather annoying experience when that happened to you. But I don't see sliding as anything worse than that, and sliding is an actual mechanic in the game, so the hitbox doesn't get all frickin' wonky. It just shoot at them. Also, sliding is a classic Call of Duty mechanic. It's been in the game since Call of Duty Ghosts, and I know a lot of you consider Call of Duty Ghosts to be a classic Call of Duty, so it's just a classic mechanic. It's in classic COD, so I don't know what to tell you other than maybe just don't complain about literally everything. Modern Warfare 4 looks like it plays like a mix of Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 3. Those two games look like they had a baby, and this is the baby. And I don't dislike that. I like Modern Warfare 3 a lot. I think as far as like modern Call of Duties are concerned, it's up there as like one of the best released modern CODs. I'm not saying modern COD sucks. I actually enjoy most of them, if not all of them, but if I had to make a list, Modern Warfare 3 is pretty high up there. I think it's the gunplay of Modern Warfare 2019 and the movement and speed of Modern Warfare 3. Now, keeping it completely honest, as far as gunplay is concerned, I have never been the biggest fan of Modern Warfare 2019's gun stuff. Like, I'm not a fan of visual recoil and that kind of stuff. I understand where people come from when they sit there and complain about it. That said, I'm not in the boat where I'm just gonna complain without having played it first. It does look different than it did in like Modern Warfare 2019. Like, they've toned it back. It's not nearly as ridiculous as Modern Warfare 2, and in my opinion, it doesn't even look as bad as Modern Warfare 2019. It's reminiscent of that, and if it's toned back enough, I think I might not hate it. I might actually like it. So we'll see. I want to have my hands on the game before I actually start throwing complaints at the game, okay? I'm not gonna levy my issues with this until I've played it. That's not fair, because I have not touched it. That said, what is fair to complain about is there was a clip floating around of some very aggressive muzzle flash, and I'll put it on screen right now. It was something else. Like, the whole screen was freaking going white every time he pulled the trigger, and that was obviously ridiculous. But thankfully, Infinity Ward responded. Infinity Ward tweeted, "Seeing MW4 in the hands of players for the first time has been an exciting milestone for the team. These are pre-release alpha builds and are still very much a work in progress. The muzzle flash VFX issue in today's alpha gameplay is a bug that will be fixed for beta." That is fantastic news, and I am loving, once again, the transparency from the developers, because over the last several years prior to Black Ops 7, it kind of felt like we weren't really getting anything from any of the teams. Like, they were just quiet and doing their own thing and ignoring the players and their complaints and their worries, but it just seems like Infinity Ward is just piggybacking at this point off of Treyarch's Black Ops 7 transparency, and even going even further above and beyond what Treyarch was doing, and I love to see that. I think that means we're going to have a really good year. While we're on this subject, I want to slide this into this part of the video. As content creators, it is our responsibility to accurately provide information to the people who watch us. We are not here to just make crap up in order to forward some weird agenda we have about the franchise. So I'm going to have to call out Nero Cinema here, because he is a very large creator in the space, and the whole entire time on X, he was doing nothing but complaining about the game, which is his prerogative. He can do what he wants to do, but I will not let you just get on X and give false information to people. He quote tweeted this tweet, okay, and said, "They tell everyone to wait for the beta to judge. Players see one match of Kill Block and say, yeah, visual recoil is horrendous. And now Infinity Ward says, wait, it's a bug." That's not what they said at all. For one thing, they said wait for the beta because, again, this was an alpha. The way this tweet is worded, it almost makes it seem like what we're looking at is the beta, and now they're backtracking. That's not at all what was happening here. We're watching the alpha has a problem, they're saying it's gonna be fixed for the beta when everyone's playing it. Also, they didn't say a single darn thing about visual recoil. They were talking about a muzzle flash issue, an issue that was happening with one gun using one specific optic. Every other gun and every other optic was just fine, and the flash did not look nearly as bad. On X, a go-to insult for him if you disagree with him publicly is you're clearly playing in a protected bracket in Black Ops 7, and to that, I have to say, with the reading comprehension you're showing right now, if you're not just being straight up dishonest, when you were in school, you clearly were in a protected bracket. Moving on from the rage baiters, there were a couple other things that were kind of fun to see. When people throw smokes, if you shoot at the smoke, it'll actually put a hole through the smoke to create a sight line. I love that detail. That is a really, really cool detail, and I think that it's going to help, you know, kind of balance out smokes. It's no longer going to be something that you can just throw and it's just gonna sit there forever and no one's gonna be able to see until it goes away. If you shoot at it, it'll make holes and you'll be able to see through it. So that is a good way to kind of balance that out. But finally, guys, the last thing I really loved seeing over the course of the last 24 hours had nothing to do with the alpha whatsoever. I tricked you. The smoke was the last thing in regards to Modern Warfare 4. But what I do want to say is thank you guys so much for all the support. Something that's been really cool to see over the last 24 hours has been how fast this channel is growing. You guys are awesome and I appreciate you so much. We are swiftly approaching our first 1,000 subscribers and I truly cannot thank you all enough. So thank you so much for the support. I'm looking forward to this coming year of Call of Duty. We're going to be playing some more of the ports in the coming days, covering some stuff in regards to that, and we're going to be playing some more Black Ops 7 as the next season begins to roll around, and the beta is on the horizon for Modern Warfare 4, so we're going to be playing that soon as well. I'm going to eventually get so many gameplays from that I might be able to get a break from Call of Duty for a second and not have to sweat so much. Anyways, guys, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, and guys, that is that. I will see you all later.